Somebody sent me a text and said, you need to sit down and you need to step down from pastoring and you need to get some mental help. Let me address you real quick. You ain't talking to no punk.
Greetings, y'all, and welcome to See Things Above TV, where Christ shapes our perspective and we view all things through a biblical lens. I'm your host, Lou Ciccone. So Donnie McClurkin, the well-known gospel musician, pastor, just all-around gospel figure that people know very, very well, has made some statements after coming back from a little bit of break. He was unwell with some health issues, and now he's come back to his pulpit. And he made some statements here that we're going to check out briefly, man. I think there's some things here we could discuss and worth taking a look at. If y'all like content like this, y'all know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. But without further ado, let's hop right into this clip.
We true to this. We ain't just Christian because, we're Americans. We're true to this thing. I don't hear anybody here. Look at somebody say, I'm true to this. I'm true to it. I'm not just doing this because it's a part of culture. I'm doing this because it's part of kingdom. I'm true to this. And I'm so true to this that I've dedicated my whole life to this thing. I will live for this. I will die for this. I am true. I'm ride or die. I'm ride and die. I'm true to this thing. I'm not backing off from Jesus. I'm not throwing in the towel. I don't care how hard it gets. I didn't come in here for a flowery bed of ease. I'm true to this thing. I can deal with anything Satan throws at me, and I can throw it back. I'm true to this. I can step on demons and devils, tread upon serpents and scorpions, and all the power of the enemy. Because I'm true to this.
Okay, so I ain't new to this, I'm true to this thing. This theme went on through this whole sermon, and he is really trying to just hammer down the idea of authentic Christianity as he sees it, as living out your faith, and the faith should have, effects on how you live. And that's a point that I think any believer would agree with. Now, I think the problem here is how he's combining this idea of being new to this and true to this and not new to this with him being on the pulpit.
Hallelujah. I don't carry my sword in vain. I'm true to this. I am hooked up. I'm locked and loaded. Yeah, I'm carrying because I'm true to this. You got that right. I got my peace with me. I'm true to this. I carry my peace with me, and I use my peace that passes all understanding. I'm true to this. Can't make me back down. I'm trying to help somebody. I'm true to it. Somebody sent me a text and said, you need to sit down and you need to step down from pastoring and you need to get some mental help. Let me address you real quick. You ain't talking to no punk. You didn't call me and you can't sit me down. Because I'm not doing this for fame nor fortune. I'm doing it because I'm true to it. True to it. There's only one that can sit me down, and he's the one who stood me up. He's the one who stood me up. This is a time where Christians have got to become true and honest. They've got to become strong. They've got to become empowered. They've got to speak truth to power. And I'm not just talking civilly. I'm not just talking about civics. I'm talking about in kingdom agenda. Right's got to be right and wrong's got to be wrong.
So let's just make this very clear. An accusation alone does not warrant a pastor having to step down. Okay, so that's 100% factual, 100% true. And I think that'll be true in any case. So as we know, he is facing some various allegations at the moment, and those things alone don't necessarily mean that he needs to step down. However, I can see a scenario where a pastor chooses to step down for a time simply so that he does not become a distraction to his church. And I think that that could be an approach and a very good reason in this case for Donnie McClurkin to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be away from the pulpit for a while. He's dealing with some heart issues. He's dealing with the allegations. And it could be a wise move for somebody to step back and say, hey, you know, I'm not going to be on this pulpit for a while because I don't want anyone from the media. I don't want any congregants in our church here to be distracted and be looking at me in a certain way or wondering where I am in these things simply because I am present. I actually think it would be refreshing to see a leader choose to do that, especially in the time that we're in, where we have quite the opposite, where it's just leaders who are doing things and having allegations against them. And if there's no legal ramifications like jail time or anything like that, they just simply make some sort of apology to the church and they come right back to doing what they were doing before, and the people embrace them with open arms. Now, that is also an indictment on the churches that do that because they are promoting and making an environment for evil to keep going on and for crooked leaders, corrupt leaders to actually continue to sit in these offices of pastor and elder and bishop and whatever other titles these guys want to have. We see that more often. We see that case where the guys just come back. And wouldn't it be something if somebody who isn't necessarily having to do it decided to actually step back for a while? I think that would have been a refreshing thing to see. Now, I do think he may be taking this whole advice or this message that somebody gave him wrong, where he's assuming that simply because somebody said you need to step down, and if the person even included do this for the sake of your mental health in there, I think that he's just taking it in a sense where somebody is questioning his ability or his right to be on the pulpit. And that is a wrong way for him to be looking at it if the person said it in a manner that was not, accusing him with that sort of accusatory tone, right? So I think that he could have looked at this a different way. He could have looked at it as somebody actually being gracious in saying that to him and recommending that he steps down for a while. So that, to me, when I saw how he responded to that and the wording that he used and kind of the moment that he's looking at the camera and saying, I ain't no punk, I think that is just him being in his flesh here, and he's not really looking at the situation in a wise manner in how he's responding in that particular moment here. So we don't know how long this case is going to take. We don't know when the facts are going to come to light and he's going to have to go to trial or whatever is going to happen. We don't know how long that's going to take. So it's not to say that he needs to be from the pulpit, away from the pulpit indefinitely. I'm not advocating for that necessarily, but all the reasons I've already mentioned here, that it could be an idea for him to step away for a moment at this time, and also not to look at any call for him to do so as an insult. It could be genuine people who are just genuinely, concerned about the well-being of the church and even his well-being, and recommending that he sit down for a little while. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And if then you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. All right? God bless y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.